Hurry,
get the beverage. Oh, just breaking shit. Oh, yeah. Wait, watch this. Watch this. Everyone deserves a chance to fly. Boom. And if I'm flying solo.
Okay, guys, this is what I have to deal with now that I live here. This is crazy. She walked in today. What did you say? You went, huh?
You were in the bathroom.
I know, but I heard you.
I walked in because I thought you were going to be watching your little podcast. I walked in, I opened the door, I look, and you weren't there, and I just went,
Good thing is I'll always know when she's coming home. Cheers!
Yes!
No!
Go, bitch. Let's
Oh
do
my
it.
God, welcome back.
Welcome back,
No,
bitches.
welcome back to episode 24 with me, Andy, and
Me, Willa.
jeez, what an entrance.
Guys, I'm living today.
Yeah, she said, we're turning on
We
right
said-
now. Oh,
Knocked across the room, bitch. I don't know, this
Jesus.
blanket and just the vibes today.
yeah, because you emptied yourself out 5
No, I
minutes
didn't.
ago.
No, I didn't.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
going to
it's
have
com-
to again
Oh
at
my
some point.
God. Actually, this is a cheers to Guys,
It has been 30 seconds. We're already talking about shit.
because
And Hazel's already
and
losing her fucking
it's
mind over
gonna
it.
come out literally because we're gonna talk about something
Stuff.
I'm dumping. Anyways,
Yes, we have to dump it out.
we got to. All right, let's get a beverage. We're guys. This is gonna be a quick episode because we are here on a Monday night filming, and vibes are vibes, and we just know it's a fast one today.
Don't look at my feet.
So don't lick my feet.
I lost my whole toenail yesterday. It was really crazy.
For what?
I don't know.
You don't want to elaborate?
No, I'll elaborate in a second.
Okay,
Do a part
let's
of
get a
the dump out.
beverage.
Yeah.
Hurry.
Hurry, get the beverage. Oh, just breaking shit. Oh, yeah. Wait, watch this. Watch this. Everyone deserves a chance to fly. Boom. And if I'm flying solo.
Okay, guys, this is what I have to deal with now that I live here. This is crazy. She walked in today. What did you say? You went, huh?
You were in the bathroom.
I know, but I heard you.
I walked in because I thought you were going to be watching your little podcast. I walked in, I opened the door, I look, and you weren't there, and I just went,
Good thing is I'll always know when she's coming home.
Oh, yeah, 100%. I literally thought, hey, Hazel! She's eating my food.
Hey, girl. Ma! Come down. Oh, she said, yum, yum, yum. Oh.
That's what I thought, bitch.
That's probably what happened to the broken. That's probably
the
what
broken
happened.
Rubik's Cube.
Anyways,
No, she's just eating my food over there. I think she was eating the blue cheese. I think she's
So-
a Rudy's girl. Everyone shout out. Rudy's Blue Cheese sponsor us.
Please don't.
Guys, I love blue cheese.
Blue cheese is good. Chunky or smooth?
I mean, it has chunks in it. You mean like the crumble blue cheese, or do you mean like...
No, like how some blue... Now we're talking about cheers to blue cheese. So now how blue cheese, like sometimes when you get it from a place, like in a little container, and it's just one big chunk
of mold?
with just like some gooey
Yeah.
on the outside.
Disgusting.
I need no chunks, mostly goo.
Yeah.
I need mostly goo. So Rudy's, be better.
Okay,
I don't
really
even
crazy.
know.
She's
I don't
she
know.
Is,
I don't know.
she's gooning over there. She really did eat like a whole
Yeah,
smorgasbord.
she said, you go film your little podcast, and I'm going to devour. So let's get a beverage. All right.
We
so
already did.
You're drinking what?
I am drinking Naked Mighty Mango. I did stop at the Tops on the way home. LOL joke about Tops. Whatever. But
No
like
one was even
Mighty
thinking
Mango, Naked, you're delicious. You have a lot of sugar though, which is crazy.
So crazy.
But whatever. I was literally just feeling my oats.
You were feeling your mangoats.
Well, yes.
And guess what I have?
Is it also
Wait.
a mango drink that I set aside the other day to use for the pod, but then decided to do something else?
What? Yes. So we are now unofficially sponsored by Factor. They gave us this gorgeous beverage called Popwell in our food box. So sometimes if you don't know, this is a non-sponsored ad. Factor does give you a little treat sometimes in your box.
Unlike you last night. We'll get into it.
Treatless. So they gave us this little tropical mango Popwell drink. And did you already sip?
I'm literally
bitch.
starving.
Yeah, so we are drinking mango drinks today.
I
Cheers
told
to mangoes.
Cheers. Cheers. Is yours a soda or a juice?
Oh, it's makers of sparkling ice. Oh, fuck.
Wait. No, literally, that's crazy because you know we stand sparkling ice on the pod.
Bitch. Popwell?
Wait, I must try now.
Wait, only 1 gram of sugar.
This is crazy because this has 57 grams of sugar. None of it's added, but...
Prebiotic, too. This is a healthy...
Kimmy, I need it.
This is like a poppy. Eek.
Wait, don't compare them to Poppy.
I think this might be... This is really good.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Oh,
put me on an island and call me a slut.
yeah. Shove a coconut up my ass and just fucking go for it. Hi, Hazel. You want to try? Wait, guys, everyone watch this.
Don't
watch this.
put her tongue in there.
Shh. Everyone be quiet. Here, Hazel. You want to try?
She's like literally taking my beverage. I'm thirsty. You won't be. First of all, you can't. It's not shown on the screen.
Whatever.
She's below.
Whatever. She's a bitch. We should talk about the Factor meals.
No, let's not.
No. Just randomly. I think we need to start getting 8 instead of 10 because we always have 2 to throw out every week.
But this is the trial and error. So let's do that live on the pod. We'll change the factors. No, we have to have a serious conversation.
A serious conversation
about the factors.
We need to talk about Kevin. Have you seen that movie?
No.
The Kevin's
Fuck
like some
Kevin?
some like kid that like kills his family. I don't know. It's crazy.
No. All right. So let's talk about what we're dumping and cheersing.
Okay, I am dumping out because I feel like you're gonna go off about yours, so I'm just gonna do mine first, as you should. Oh, first off, Hazel is playing with the Rubik's Cube.
We need to switch seats.
She is playing with the Rubik's Cube.
Officially, we're switching sheets tomorrow.
Cheats.
No.
You're thinking just
Okay.
No, but look at her.
I don't want to. She's
playing with the Rubik's Cube. Anyway.
Okay, guys.
Anyway,
it's going to be a sober drinking game. You have to swig your drink every time Willa talks about Hazel.
Okay, let me
you
say
will
this.
be filled with liquid. Filled.
Let me say this. This fuck here, when I'm at work all day long, all I get every other day is like, oh, look at what Hazel's doing. Oh, she loves me so much. She's letting me pet her. Oh, she waits for me outside of my door that's closed when you leave for work and I get up an hour and a half for work late.
Yeah, we're not filming a podcast.
Some of us are working our full-time jobs.
You don't.
They give us health insurance.
I have a
and a
full-time
401k
job
and a Roth IRA.
I have
Thank
all
you
of that
very much.
It pretends like I do it.
Wait, we lined up pretty good there.
I didn't do. I just went. All right.
Anyway, I'm dumping out. I'm trying to think. Randomly, I lost a toenail. That's what I'm dumping out. So random. Yesterday, I went through the whole day just vibing, doing whatever, just like hanging out. Literally, I like actually got to use my like little reading chair and all this stuff.
I want to see it.
What?
Where is it?
Oh, no, look at it. Like, I lost, like, the top of my toenail right here. Like, not the whole toenail. Like, the half of it.
Oh.
Like, flipped up. Like, the
That's
top.
just a hangnail, bitch.
No.
I barely have a pinky toenail.
No. Like, I'm
Wanna
dead
see
serious.
Mine?
No, I don't.
You're gonna.
No, like, I'm dead serious. I was literally just, like, around doing stuff. And then I was like sitting and reading in my reading chair, my little cunty little beanbag chair in my room, which I did utilize for the first time yesterday.
Thank God.
And it was so nice. And I was just reading. And then I got up and I was like going to go to the bathroom. And literally I was like, why is my toenail
50% of your toenail was just missing.
And not like half the toenail like all the way through. No, like the top half of it went like, whoop, and it was hanging. I said, what the fuck? So I clipped it off and I was like, it was like, this is thinner than a toenail.
Must have bent it.
I don't know. Something was going on. I don't know.
You're falling apart, girl. Girl,
anyway,
Get your shit together.
That's my dump. I have a simple dump because yours is the heavy dump this week.
Oh,
Talk about heavy dumps.
It was a heavy dump.
Talk about heavy dumps.
Girls, I'm going to tell you a dump that... Hey!
Oh, and now you're...
Well, no, I'm yelling because she's fucking up my chair.
That was the couch, but okay.
So either way, they don't have to know that. Who cares?
I just want the facts. I just want the facts out there.
Opinions are facts. Or wait, facts are feelings. Feelings aren't facts. But facts are feelings.
You little snowflake. Oh. Coke addict. Wait. Because they said you were. Because the people said you were. Remember, there was a whole rumor about it, and I believed it.
By the way, fuck you.
I believed it.
I know exactly who you are. You'll never be booked. Ditsy cut all that out. Anyways.
Not where you called me out.
No. Cut that. Keep that part in, but just bleep. Make it seem like I said something really bad.
I mean, not to be bad.
That's pretty bad.
I mean, it's like on a scale of 1 to the worst. Pretty bad.
Okay. All right. Guys, I'm dumping out. I have multiple things to dump out.
Let it happen.
So we're doing a double dump.
How about you go ahead?
Yeah, thank you. So I'm dumping out when you're on, don't put that on. When you're on a certain hookup app or just any hookup app and
Sniffies.
you get all ready, and all my bottoms out there know what I'm talking about. You get all ready, you get prepped, and then you go to the location, which is someone's address, and then you say, just parked. You've been talking this entire time. Face pic, name, status, this, that, the third, vibing. The fourth. Just parked. Blocked.
Gag.
So I said, oh, well, maybe because I'm here, he doesn't maybe we'll exchange phone numbers. I just thought that. Go up to the house of the address. Ring, 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 ring. Some random old guy comes out.
Okay, see, okay.
And I'm in my nice little booty shorts.
Okay, this is literally crazy because the fact that you have the absolute audacity to go up to the address, I would never.
Why?
Because the second they block me, I'm like, oh, that was fake. Everything they said was fake.
Yeah, but how? Okay, so this person...
I would just turned around and left.
Well, yeah. Well, I did after that. I just said, oh, is blah, blah, blah here?
And they're like, oh, there's nobody here.
Because it was like a duplex, so I was just like, oh, maybe...
Oh, maybe it's the upstairs neighbor.
Yeah, like the upstairs door was open, so I was like, okay, maybe there's some weird thing happening. Yeah, so got.
Yeah, you got.
I got. And I'm never getting got again. Let's just say that. But I did end up getting really pissed off and then going to Wendy's and downed 2 large Frosties. And let's just say I'm ready to go again.
Let me tell you something.
I am all cleaned
This
up.
is the crazy part. Because last night I was just vibing. I came home from my cousin's grab party. I was Jay chillin'. I was Jay chillin' hall, okay? And
that is the funniest thing you've ever said. What?
I was Jay chillin' hall.
Did you fucking steal that?
I did not steal that.
You did not just make that up.
I made that up because it
Right
sounded
now?
like Jake chillin'. Yeah,
Right now.
I would say I was Jay chillin'. And it sounds like Jake chillin'.
I know, but you just made that up.
Yes. For once, I actually came up with an original joke.
Put in the clap and the cheer.
Thank you. It was kind of funny.
Because she usually steals all of her jokes from references. So that
At least I steal jokes and am funny. You are not.
I'm fucking original. So I'm at least trying my best.
You're originally fucking stupid is what you...
Oh, yeah? Look at your fucking shirt, Gaylord.
Drag is not a crime.
Really? Because
It's a
what
crime
you
against
do
humanity.
is a crime.
I mean...
Should be.
Well...
Anyways, so you're Jay Chillin' Jay Chillenhall. That's such a good fucking drag
Add it to the
king
drag
name.
name list. Add it to the drag
if there's
king name
any
list.
drag kings
Me when
out
I
there,
changed from William Day to my next drag character, guys, you just met William Day. My not at all accurate.
Chillenhall.
Yeah.
Yo, I've never
Jay
heard of
Chillenhall is a
Yo. Wait, don't release this podcast.
Don't release this
because
episode.
I'm gonna be Jay Chillenhall.
Wait, I think that's a great drag name. You should keep it.
Wait.
You should like literally keep that. That's a great drag name.
Okay. PSA: if anyone steals Jay
This is
Chillenhall,
This is TM today.
what's that mean?
Like trademark.
Oh yeah.
Like this is trademark.
TM. Timestamp it. Date stamp.
It is currently 21/16, 9/16
on
Monday, July 21st. We came up with the name
Jay Chillenhall, and you can't use it.
And Andy will sue you.
And that was solidifying
because it is forever. It will stay Jay Chillenhall, and it will.
You tried, girl.
It will always be
you tried.
Jay Chillenhall.
God,
okay.
I can't wait till we have so much money that I could do the TM on that and talk about it.
Anyway, so yeah, I
yeah,
was just chilling at home, and then you were like, "Oh my god, I might get some dick tonight." I was like, "Work, slay diva."
Yeah, because it's like,
and
guys,
then I came
you know,
home, and you
sometimes
were
you're in your
home.
slut era, or you try to be.
Yeah,
because you just want to just like have fun, and you're single, and you can do that, and it's fine.
Which we'll get into how the straights don't know anything about that.
Yeah. So I'm also I'm dumping that out. Oh, there was something else I was gonna dump out on the apps because something just happened to me, and like that.
I can't believe you texted me that, and you were like, "I'm gonna go get some dick," and of course,
I was
like
so
we talked
excited.
about in a previous episode, he sent me the name, he sent me the location, he said I will be coming home tonight, and so I was like, "Oh, he must be having a great time because he's not home." It's been like 2 hours. It was like 3 hours. Next thing I know, he texted me. He goes, "Tonight was literally the worst thing that's ever happened," and then blah 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 whatever. I said, "What happened?" He said, "Literally fake name, fake address, fake whatever." I was like, "Where the fuck are you then?"
If you're on. And you come across.
You can just say Sniffies.
I know, but
they might actually sponsor us.
Actually, if you sponsor it, I'll start saying the name. That's why we only say the name when they're giving us money.
We literally have only ever said names. We've never not said names.
And we always will say names.
Name them.
So if you come across a Cody, it's fake.
Like all
Cody
you did was
some gauges.
All you did was text me, and you were literally like, the guy was fake or what, and then I was like, oh, you got like sent to like what, like a warehouse or something? Like,
no,
something
it was
like
a
ridiculous.
legit house. So
that's
weird.
The part I didn't hear, because I was like, oh shit, I'm actually going to bed early for once. So like, do you need me to stay up and you want to come rant? Because I'm being a good friend. I was gonna stay up, and if she needed to rant. No, if she needed to rant, I would have let her rant to me, because that's a crazy situation to be in. But I was like, you've been gone for forever. Like, what the fuck? And then you were like, oh, I just stayed downtown, but nobody's available.
Well,
so you stayed downtown for 3 hours?
Well, I was just also like vibing in my car and just like pissed, and I just had to cool down because I'm just so over it. But I was also talking to a couple other people, so I was like, maybe something will happen. And then I just was like, you know what? It's Wendy's time.
You should have just gone and like sucked a dick or something, you know?
That's not my thing.
I know.
And I just got so ready.
It took you like 3 hours.
Yeah. Guys, we're going to have a full bottoming
Wait,
episode.
you know who needs to like, you know who
when
needs to
JoJo
sponsor
comes
us?
on?
You know who needs to sponsor us is like the Peachy Bottom or like Groons or something.
Well, we will once we get famous.
Yeah, it's because
we're only going to get, this is the thing.
No.
Yes.
Was it Pure for Men? Pure for Men spot.
Okay,
baby.
We're not throwing out all these brands. When we get famous, all right, we're only accepting sponsorships from things that make sense to us. Like non-alcoholic products.
We get sponsored by KitchenAid, and it's like I've never touched
Frigid-Air.
Frigid-Air. Come on, sponsor, girl.
Yeah, like we're only gonna.
We get sponsored by fridge companies, and we just swap out the fridge every week.
Guys, if you're a fridge company out there and you want to upgrade our fridge, call us.
There's no room for it.
Well, we'll upgrade it. Well, this size though. Anyways, God, we're getting off the rails here.
We're already off the rails, people.
Well, my night last night was off the rails, so makes sense.
Actually, it was so off the rails, you didn't get railed.
God, a second one in the same episode.
A second joke has hit the tower.
A third came in hot right behind.
9/11 jokes are always funny. They're never not distasteful.
Never forget.
They're never not distasteful. They're never not.
That is so funny. Holy shit. All right, what are you cheersing to? Queer. Sorry.
I think I'm gonna cheers to
Wow, things are going really well.
I mean, there's a lot of great things happening in my life. I mean, a lot of like incredible things going on.
Cheers to one of them.
I would like to cheers to. I gotta come up with one that's like interesting.
All right, well, I'll cheers to some cool partnerships that might be eventually happening.
Yeah, that one's a great one.
But we can't talk about it right now. But just things in general that are happening within the Sober 1-6 universe that we're doing. You know, we'll announce shortly, eventually, what we're doing together. So just a lot of things that are happening.
In theory, it might be the day this comes out.
When does this come out?
The 31st.
We haven't.
We
got to update that damn calendar. We bought that for nothing.
I would like to cheers to, honestly, being talented, you know? I'm kidding. I would love to cheers to my family who is so cool, and my cousin who just one of my youngest two cousins who just graduated, and I went to their little grad party yesterday, and I was like, oh God. I mean, aside from all the people there that I didn't know that were all his like high school friends, first off, high schoolers, crazy, literally the dumbest breed of people I've ever met in my entire life,
especially this generation,
and dumb as rocks. And I was literally like, you guys are hilarious to watch. Like literally, like it was like, thank God I like had my like other family friend there that I know that I was like hanging out with. Hi, Colin. We were like hanging out and we were watching just like 16 to 18-year-old like meathead boys being like and like running after each other, and then literally they had this giant slip and slide that like was the whole length of the plot of land that they live on.
Love that.
And just like covered in soap and stuff, but it was not a flat surface, so they were just like really close to running into each other, just body slam, just belly flopping on the shit,
flopping and flailing all over the place.
I said when we were young. When we were young.
Yeah, like
I was like,
2
my
years
body
ago
could quite literally never do that.
Really? Because you do that now.
I know.
So that's crazy.
But never like to that
extent. Because you lose toenails.
Yeah, that was wild. But that was fun. The family thing was fun to cheers to. And then I had something else, but we're
not doing
remember.
A double cheers tonight. Remember we said we were going to keep this episode fast. We'll save it for next week.
No, because there was something that was like, king drag. We should have a whole episode about king drag.
And we'll also have an episode about bottoming.
Yes, have
like
to.
Like specifics. People need specifics.
King drag. Let me just tell you, I've been involved in king drag recently. I did it for like 2 weeks. You saw William Day. Exactly. I did it for like 2 weeks the last couple weeks. And honestly. You
kind of love.
I love. Actually, we actually made it all the way to the actual cheers.
You can't just throw out 20 cheers.
No, because we made it to the real cheers, the real thing that we're cheersing to. Like, you want to talk about gender euphoria? Baby, we're cheersing to gender euphoria because I feel so affirmed when I'm in king drag. I was like, I am a cisgender man. Because
I feel
pussy cunt when I'm in like woman drag, when I'm in drag queen drag, when I'm in drag king, I'm
you
like,
feel yourself. Because it's like makeup kind of pussy, but man.
Well, I just feel like I'm using my own body, my natural body, which people are liking and they're enjoying. And then I'm like doing...
Because people enjoy your body.
Which is crazy. Who would have thought? The like 8 guys I've slept...
Yeah,
the 8 guys I've slept with in the last like 2-3 weeks.
Yeah, you whore.
Okay. Well, that's a little rude. That's a little disrespectful.
I'm just jealous.
Just jealous. Well, most of them, they didn't actually sleep with like most of them.
Okay. We don't have to get into specifics.
But yes, like king drag making me feel gender affirmed. Crazy.
All right, so we're erasing those other 2 cheers. That's your cheers for
okay, fine.
Because I have to write the description of the podcast.
My stomach feels weird.
You're gonna shit. All right. Well, I think that we should take a break and we'll come back with our topic. And
Marac? I was doing a dramatic pause.
Dramatic. I was feeling a little dramatic pause.
I started burp.
All right. Okay. We're guys.
Whoa, gassy,
what the
gassy,
is
gassy.
happening in this household?
It's these. It's the naked. Cheers.
Cheers to mango.
We didn't
Oh, we
cheers
didn't
to our
cheers-
cheerses. And two and one
And
more.
great.
Thank you. God, fucking mango.
Thanks, Factor.
Fun fact, best mango I ever had in my entire life. It was from a street vendor in Kenya. Traveling from Nairobi to the Lake Turkana sanctuary.
Yeah, of course.
Actually, wait, no. It was on the stop before the Lake Turkana sanctuary. And we just pulled over in the little vans. We got out to a street vendor. They literally take the mango and they go into pieces and they hand it to you like in a little plastic wrap. And it's huge. And you just sit there and just piece by piece.
Yeah,
The misophonia is crazy.
me so fun.
Me so horny. Anyway,
Anyways, guys,
Let's get to our
we
topic.
are talking today.
something that I have been ranting about.
Ranting and raving, and just something that grinds our gears. And we are talking about straight traditions.
Thank you. Hit the boo button.
Boo. Boo.
Thank you.
Boo.
Thank you.
But specifically, we're going to start with straight weddings.
Which is very relevant
because I just went to my cousin's wedding, who's a cis female, marrying a cis male, and then you're going to a wedding next
I'm going
week.
to a wedding this upcoming weekend, which will have just passed for you all. And I'm going to see my best friend of the last 2 decades get married to his girly pop.
Yeah.
A cis man, I believe a cis het man marrying
both.
a person that I believe is an AFAB woman. I don't know if she's cis or queer in any way, shape, or form. I don't know. I haven't really met her, which
honestly,
is crazy, but
there is a lot of
she's
trends
lovely.
out there, but
She's
we love
lovely.
it.
And they play Magic the Gathering together, so that's how you know there could be some non-binary tea going on.
Yeah, but we're talking really general. I'm gonna just recap really quickly, like my experience at this past wedding.
Need to know because you were telling me just in general. I know you said the wedding was good, which we'll get into, but like we were talking about weddings and straight people for the last 2 days.
Before I went to the wedding, we were just talking about our thoughts on marriage and straights and just wedding is like a historical thing. So we'll get into that. But my cousin's wedding was really great.
Good.
It was a little just simple, nice, easy wedding. I told her that, like, before I left, I said, this wedding was probably one of the best weddings I've been to in a long time because of I was like, someone who's in an event planning, the structure of this wedding was perfectly planned. It went boom, 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 boom. The guest experience was great. I didn't feel like I was like waiting around for things to happen.
You know who else's wedding was like that? Sam and Brandon's.
Yeah.
Sam and Brandon's was just like that.
Was
I was
just
like, how long were we at the altar? 5 minutes? I said, fuck yeah. It was long enough for us to take some stupid ass photos, you and I, sitting next to each other. We said, shoe.
We said.
Took a picture of a shoe, took a picture of us. We look cute. The wedding went boom, boom, bop, bam, bam.
And it should go boom, boom, bop, bam, bam because the wedding is just supposed to be fun and it's not supposed to be drawn out. Like, it's just, that's what it is. Anyways.
Who's got the time and the energy?
Oh, God, yeah. So, and then they did they came in, they did the quick entrance. The entrance, you know, like how like a lot of straight weddings, they like enter 2 by 2 and stuff, and the announcer, blah blah blah. The announcer was great. It was like a host, like there was like a host of it. It was great.
They said I should have hosted it.
I literally said like they could have just hired me.
I would have done it. I would have done it for $10. So
Yeah, I would have done it for a free meal.
I would have done it so I literally could have just shown up.
Yeah, like whatever. But anyways, we'll talk about it. So they announced the entire wedding party, and the entire wedding party, guys and girls, came out at
thank
once,
fucking
partying.
God.
So it was 3 entrances. It was like all the parents, it was the wedding party, and then it was them. And then they did a nice picture. Then right after that, they cut the cake. And then right after that, dinner was served. And then right after that, they go, all right, dessert came out. And then they said, all right, everyone on the dance floor to take one big photo for the entire wedding. So they had like the staircase. They took the wedding photo and then dancing. So everyone was already on the dance floor for the picture. So it was like it got everyone up. So I was like, ooh, nice. Because like the whole purpose of everyone, like every wedding wants to just be like, how do we get people on the dance floor and having fun? And so that was a way to do it. So I was like, I liked that. So like everyone got on the dance floor.
Fierce.
Fierce.
Fierce delicious.
Yeah. For me personally, little there was a little God in there, so like I would have taken that out personally, but that's just between them. But
like, and for what?
Yeah,
like,
but
girl, be
I know, but everything else was like perfect. So I was like, in the Avanti Mansion, shout out, sponsor us, because your food was incredible.
Well, yeah,
the food was great. They had really great appetizers. They had a meatball little thing. They had watermelon. They had watermelon feta like oil. Like it was so good. So that was my experience at the wedding. You'll give your little recap after you go.
What is this fly?
Shoe fly. Shoe fly.
Shoe
fly.
Do you know what I'm thinking about? Say it at the same time. Weird
Wait.
weird phrase that we've been saying to each other often for the last like 2 weeks. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1.
French love. That's just for us.
That's for us, guys. We'll talk about it later.
No, we won't. Anyways. So yeah, let's talk about weddings in general. Okay, we're going to throw it to our historical correspondent, Willa.
Okay.
So
I don't like how you said that. Anyway,
give us a little rundown of why
this is crazy.
weddings are the way that they are.
Okay. I'm pretty sure everybody understands this at this point,
Yeah.
but this is like
this
is just like a little tea for. Honestly, it feels like I'm telling it to my mom. Hi, Mom, because I know you're listening.
And straight people.
And straight people in general.
That just do weddings.
Let me just tell you this.
Traditional
the
weddings.
thing that people, I really don't think that the people, how do I say this?
Oh, I don't know.
This is a PSA to everybody, but specifically to any straight person that is watching this. I don't think you guys realize, because you're in
it,
the life of a like heteronormative person, but the things that comprise your life are so problematic and so deeply rooted in problematic things.
Yes.
But it's hard to take that in.
And
it's hard to think
see
about
it when you're in it.
Yeah, and it's really hard to see it when you're in it.
So
Because my thing I want to say to people is, I always talk about this when it comes to lawns. So we're gonna just take a short deviation to lawns.
Like grass.
Yes.
Okay.
We're gonna take a short deviation over to lawns because my mom and my family always makes fun of me because I don't want to do like a lot of lawn care.
Oh,
and
never
I don't
in
mean,
my life.
And I don't mean
wait.
I don't
side
mean
note,
like
side note to your side note.
Yeah.
Your dad came over today and was like, "Hey, yeah, like the thing is broken or something." And he was like saying something to fix, and he was just like, "Yeah, I just wanted to tell you guys and like come over here and test it because like I didn't just in case like you." I was telling his mom, like, just in case, like, Will or even Andy, like, do anything with the mower. And I go, I don't think you have to worry about that.
I don't think you have to worry about that. No.
I go, don't worry about it.
Because this is the thing. I love my dad, and I love and appreciate that he likes to mow the lawn, but also he doesn't super have a life, respectfully. And my mom knows that. Hi, Mom. And he doesn't really have a life. So, like, mowing the lawn and helping us out is, like,
I think that's honestly most dads.
Yeah. And it's, like, really nice
that
to
kind
use.
Of goes along
because
with the straight experience.
I told him, I'm like, because he was like, oh, I think the idea is, like, oh, if he didn't come over and mow the lawn, I'd have to do it. I said, no, if you didn't come mow the lawn, I would hire our next door neighbor's company that does their lawn. And I would get on the docket for next year.
Absolutely.
And I would make sure that they do their lawn and then continue to do our lawn. Because we tried to have them do that one time. And they were like, no, we're all full up. I was like, I have less grass than they do. And you already, and they mow
square footage.
They mow like 2 feet onto this side of the lawn, where our lawns like line up. And I'm like, so you could just like keep going.
I mean, that would
you
be,
could just keep,
that's weird. But anyways, yeah, go ahead. Lawns. They make fun of you.
But the thing I always talk about with the lawns is my family's always like, don't you want like this garden or these flowers or this whatever? And I'm like, no. They're like, don't you? But like, you have to keep the lawn super nice. I was like, do you know why lawns exist? I was like, it was a facet of the ruling class to show that they could have land that did not need to be farmed agricultured, irrigated. Like keeping a lawn is a remnant of a status symbol for upper middle and upper classes. It's the idea that, hey, we're so wealthy, we can just have land that is grass for no purpose. For no purpose. That's why when I tell you, look at if you're like, what, that doesn't make any sense. I'm telling you, go and look up famous like chateaus, like the Palace of Versailles and all these different places, all these different large scale areas. When they say they have gardens, go look at what they mean when they say they have gardens. Because the gardens are like large pools of water plus just flat lawns and some hedges. Because, and maybe there are like maybe it's like rose bushes flowering, maybe it's like the hedges have flowers,
but
or
it's
whatever.
Like an experience.
But I'm telling you,
it
is just lawn. The idea is that they can just have flat fucking grass
for no purpose.
as far as the eye can see for no purpose. And I'm telling you that is directly where the idea of lawn maintenance, like here, a backyard and a front yard, keeping it like super cut short with like very specific areas full of flowers. I said, I would rather this all just be wildflowers if I could. And that's where that resurgence of turning front lawns in inner cities comes into, like turning them into these like wildflower sanctuaries, is because people will turn them into like these huge front gardens so that they can actually have a purpose. The grass serves no
like
purpose.
On Elmwood.
Yes.
You know that one house?
Yes. And there are side houses. Yeah.
And it's all just flowers.
Yes, because those actually have purpose. They
like,
support the bee population. They support various butterfly populations, moth populations.
Now I see. I'm that type of person that's like, for my brain right now, that's like a little bit of a stretch, because that's like. But I get it.
There's a historical context.
I do understand it, and that's like cool to know. And like, but I do like a cut lawn.
Like a cut lawn is fine.
Just a well manicured, because it just looks nice.
A cut lawn is fine.
But
my other thing is that I'm like, also the same idea comes from flower beds, like pruned and like well manicured flower beds is essentially the same idea. Yeah. What if we just had flowers what if we had flowers specifically, usually non-native flowers?
Put them in,
and then they die every year, and we just buy new ones. Yes, because it's a status symbol. Having gardens like that, wasting money for pretty things like that, is a status symbol. Yeah. And as we maybe have talked about before,
for sure it is.
I prefer function over form. And so to me, I was like, this whole lawn could be like bricked over for all I care. Or this whole lawn could just be like native wildflowers for all I care.
Well, then
I would rather
also it's also the same thing like with what I want, which is no lawn. And I just want a condo. Like it's like people like the straight experience is, you grow up, you go to college, you find a wife, you get married, you have kids.
2.3.
Well, you buy the house, you get married, you get the dog, then you buy the house, then you have the kids, then you retire, and then you are miserable.
Okay, and clock that, because let me tell you something. Those are
the milestones, by the way.
We're taking the lawn. I wanted to take the lawn analogy and move it to marriage. Yeah. Because the marriage part is also the thing. Marriage and children is also the thing that lumps into what we were just talking about, which is that marriage also has its roots not in a union between two people, but actually in the selling and bartering of property, aka the daughter of a wealthy family or a poor family, and giving things away, giving her dowry, or the like husband's family essentially paying to have her. There it is a business transaction, and it always has been. Now,
ownership,
modernity, the modern world, maybe has transformed in some areas, like the USA for the most part, I would say. A lot of Western society has transformed that, and as a society and as a cultural center has moved away from it, which is also where the idea of like queer people getting the right to have marriages also sort of falls in line. It's the idea of moving it away
from that. It's like murky a little bit now,
because it's like,
it's not just this.
Because the reason they're like, it's marriage is like, right, so my father's family essentially bought my mom from my maternal grandfather to then have her like live there and make children. Yeah, like that is the concept that has been going throughout.
But that is what it was, and it's still the people who go like, I'm traditional and I want the traditional things. That's what they say.
I get
they
scared.
want that.
I get scared. When
they want
say that.
So many.
Turn and run.
So many
Turn
people.
and run. And also, I just
if
want to
you
say,
are traditional,
I just want to preface: we are obviously both speaking as like as very clearly like Western civilization based individuals, like like a Latino / Polish, Ukrainian, your whatever you are, and white,
quite white.
And obviously, we're talking from that.
Well,
I don't
and we're
mean,
just talking our
from
own
what
personal,
I understand,
viewpoints.
But also from what I understand from learning about various cultures, including those like Eastern cultures and also African cultures,
like,
it's also not necessarily
the same.
Also, not like that. If that makes sense.
Yeah, but it all has to wrap in like
exactly
religion,
like that,
Catholicism.
I can't speak to what how those people's families and cultures view that.
Bitch, we're not here to play. Like we're not here to.
I know. I'm just saying we're very clearly speaking from a Western perspective, but at the same time, I don't want to speak to other cultures' idea of marriage, but I feel like I would be hard pressed to find an Eastern or an African or any sort of like any Asian, doesn't really matter, any Asian or like African subculture that doesn't also view marriage similarly.
Everyone
because it's always been some form of selling a woman off.
Yeah,
it's always been a form.
Every culture, I'm pretty sure, has the same vibes of
at some point they get there.
The men are above the women, and it's
I mean, Native American society had matriarchies, but I also don't understand the concept of how they split up resources. But that is because we don't learn enough about them because our whole society in American culture has attempted, and Canadian has attempted tried to erase all Native American culture.
Yeah. So we're talking from basically the Catholicism, Christianity version of marriage that everyone pretty much references. I never understood when, for the longest time, even before I was gay, like out, like going to a wedding and seeing a guy, like the father walk the daughter down the aisle and literally be told, who gives this man who give this woman to this man? I do. And then they put their hands together, like, and then they give them off, and they're like,
scary energy.
It's culty.
Scary
energy.
It's
scary. And it's
girl, we can't even get into the religion episode today.
No, I know, but it is wrapped in it, so we'll talk about that. But yeah, I mean, I go to these weddings and I just, try to think that they don't really understand what it is. And
they don't.
And they're just going with some motions. And it's sad because it's like you don't even know why you're doing the things that you're doing. And it's because you were brought up a certain way, and that's what the excuse that always happens is like, oh no, I just was brought up that way, so that's just the way I think. And it's like, but you can also like think a little bit more like clearer.
I mean, and we've now looped all the way back into the entire concept that I've been wanting to get into for a while, which is the idea of just heteronormativity and all of the issues it brings up. Because I don't want to out the person that we were just recently talking to about this same concept, but this person who we were speaking with is a straight identifying person, and I was explaining to them that I was like, they were worried about certain diseases that they may or may not be getting from their, opposite sex partner or whatever. And I was like, about PrEP? And they were like, what's that? And I went on, not a tirade, but essentially a historical / scientist Willa moment like this, like we're doing right now, explaining to them. So here's the thing. The gays are on it. This is what it does. That anxiety that you immediately had when you were trying to discuss the issue that you were just worried about can all be mitigated
by knowledge
and understanding. I was like, my community is so far beyond like being deep-seatedly worried about HIV that I'm like, I'm more worried about people I see who aren't on PrEP than are. I'm like, I see queer men who are HIV positive and undetectable. I see queer men who are on PrEP, and then I see queer men who can neither say yes or no to either. And I'm worried most about that group. That's the group. I'm like, you don't have the information, and information is power.
Yeah.
We have the information about taking our medication every day and feeling safe from that. And then other people who are positive had the information about their cell counts, and they get monitored, and they take their medication. That at least feels safe. Everything about that is rooted in knowledge and safety. And this person who lives a heteronormative life, even artsy as can be, lives in a situation where they had no idea about a thing that could essentially prevent the fear that they are worried about.
But I don't even blame them.
And I don't blame them. I blame society at large.
Oh.
And that's where the heteronormativity comes in, because I was so like, whenever I hear that from a straight person that I care about, I'm like, do you not understand? Then they're like, oh, I have to get tested every time I fool around because of X, Y, and Z. And I was like, do you not I was like, oh, baby. If you were on PrEP, you get tested every 3 months no matter what. I'm talking to straight people who haven't been tested in like 4 years. They're like, oh, I've had like a
PSA.
I'm like,
PSA.
Oh my
you crazies. If you're not getting tested regularly, shut this podcast off.
Shut it off.
And
go
get
put
tested.
a swab up your asshole. Thank you very much.
Because every 3 months, we are swabbing our colons.
Yeah, why not?
And swabbing our throats, pissing in cups.
Pissing in cups.
And telling our shit to the doctors. They say, do you bottom? And I say, yes. And they go, with or without protection? And I'm not going to tell you which one.
Ooh, that says a lot about itself. Anyway.
I know.
But
that's the thing. It's like we just have these open lines of communication.
You have to have open communication. And it's the idea that like,
they're worried so oppressed and closed off.
So oppressed and closed off.
Oh my God.
So now,
disgusted.
And that kind of like energy makes me like, I feel bad because I'm trying to tell this person that I care about that I'm like, hey, it's society's fault you don't know about this thing that could very easily take care of all your like internal trauma or internal anxiety regarding the situation. Your situation that you need to take care of shouldn't be focused on if that's going to happen to you. It should be focused on whether or not you want to be with somebody who isn't monogamous with you.
Yeah.
And you know it. It's not like cheating, but like you know what's going on. But that's the situation you should be caring about. You shouldn't also then be caring about whether or not you're going to get something from this person.
Yeah. So I want to talk about like specifically like guys and girls in heteronormative relationships that end in that go to marriage, and then you just like when
Losers.
multiple people have said, God, you're so lucky you could just like go and do whatever you want.
We gotta talk about it.
Or they like shit on their kids because it's like so much work. And we're back. And we're
sad to sad.
So we're talking weddings. We're talking
marriage.
Straight bitches.
That blessed arrangement.
So what was I saying before? Don't fucking talk to Hazel.
I thought she was gonna knock the mirror over. She walked behind it. So you were talking about
guys and girls.
We're talking about guys and girls. We're talking about
Ooh, I know.
There we go.
So
got it back.
So when two people love each other,
when two people love each other very much, and they're straight,
and
they live in a country that for some reason allows them to have straight marriage but not gay marriage.
It's disgusting.
So, every country.
So just the amount of times that I've heard from like straight men, like, never get married. Don't do it. It's not worth it. Or girls who like people with kids, and they go, you're so lucky that you can just like do whatever you want. And they like are so jealous of the life that I have or people that don't have kids have. And I go, but you chose this. Like this was a choice, 100% a choice.
A conscious choice that they made.
And it's some people go like, oh no, maybe it was not planned, but it's still a choice to have the child. So like you chose this life of whatever. So it's like you shouldn't be shitting on your life if this is what you chose. But what they're shitting on is the fact that they feel like they were probably just pushed into something that they needed, like society told them to, without actually realizing that they actually don't want it, or they want something else, or they're like, they didn't fulfill something in their personal lives, because now you are 100% from the day you have kids living for your chai.
it's child. Chai is tea.
And that's for back. Thank you.
Girl be so. No, because this actually is really relevant to the what I said earlier. Regarding, so I was at my cousin's grad party and I was like saying something funny about like, Jesus Christ, these children, so annoying. And then our family friend who's straight sitting across the table from us, he was like, well, you never know. And I was like, I'm never having one.
The amount of times you never know came
no.
up.
I do know. I said, if I ever want to have a child, the likelihood that I do anything other than adopt another cat is pretty low.
Well, the audacity of like, you never know, like I have to adopt, like literally, but like I have to like do whatever your lifestyle is. Like, first of all, do it behind closed doors, not in front of my face.
Fucking disgusting. Getting pregnant, having children.
But like, it's like, you never know. And it's like, yeah, no, I do. I've decided. I've thought about it. I don't want to ruin my life. And for me personally, it would ruin my life.
It would ruin my life. There's nothing about my life that I think would be amplified by having a child. And then I look at your life 5 years from mine. Nothing in your current situation would be me be like,
first of all,
yes,
don't look at me as the future of you.
Well, look at you and I go,
you're like, he's so old.
He's so fucking old.
And he doesn't have kids and doesn't want kids.
It just comes.
I actually do the same thing with like people that are like 40
your
that are like
brothers.
like not even them. Like just like people that are like doing the careers that I want that don't have kids, and I'm like, oh, okay, I have a lot of time to like do stuff.
Because like to me, I'm like, I used to think about the whole like having children, and it's crazy to think that back then it used to never make sense to me. Why? Because it didn't make sense. It never made sense. In your body,
you were like, I was like, get this.
How do I go about this? How do I do this? It wasn't even like a gay thing. It was like I was gonna figure it out and like do whatever. And now I'm 28.
I never put it into my mind.
I haven't had a partner in X number of years, and I'm like, I grow less sad about it by the day. Because
you're also at the same time that's happening, you're also becoming your own person still.
It's like less of a need to have a partner, which means also less of a need to have like a family unit that's my own.
We have our chosen family unit.
He's up. Where you at, girl?
I mean, we're married.
Platonically.
No sex.
I've never touched him in my life, nor would I ever.
The amount of times we talk about shitting and pissing and
I actually look at you and I want to throw up.
I just burped. we both get gassy as soon as we sit down next to each other. We're like,
oh God, our bodies are allergic to each other.
Yeah.
So I like.
Anyways.
So because that conversation, that comment always like, not that I'm irked by it, but that always sits with me.
It doesn't
because I always go like, no. It's like I have thought about it. I've actually probably thought about it longer and harder than like a straight person has, because for me, as a queer person, it's 10 to 50 billion times fucking harder. It's like we have to go through all these hoops, all this red tape, all these
government wants to come and fucking kill our chances of adopting kids.
And the crazy part is like I see people
so it's like,
who don't plan on having children, who are straight, stumbling upon children and then just going, well, guess I'm going to have them, instead of like aborting them or getting rid of them or like just not dealing with that situation, because it's like they know in their fucking heads they don't want that. That's why they've never had it purposefully. And then when it comes on them accidentally, they're like,
now I'm
well,
forced.
guess I have to do that. I was like, actually, you don't. Actually, you literally don't. Unless the person who gets pregnant, it decides that they're going to keep it, and then that you do have to support them in some way, shape, or form, because you are, at least in some part, responsible for the creation of that child.
But if
you don't want to be an inherent part of that child's life, go ahead, make your choice. And
everyone has a choice.
And I know a lot of people would, but I would never judge. If you, as like the father or the mother or the parent of that child, are like, listen, I know I caused some of this to happen, but I really am not fit to, nor do I want to be a part of this being's life. But that's your right as a human being to do that. I do think that is true. It's your responsibility, your legal responsibility, to provide and take care of that life, which you
the dad
are legally able. No, anybody. Because if the mom just like has the baby and then is like, take this, and then walks away from it, I'm like, no, you're legally responsible to make sure that thing survives appropriately. However, if you don't want to have a deep-seated connection and you don't actually want to be a part of their life, those are two separate things. And I think people get that misconstrued.
But I don't think they have to provide.
No, they do legally. money for the child. That's where child support comes from.
No, I know, but this is a learning segment. If two people have a child, one of them goes away, like
you take them to court to get child support from them.
Yeah, you can do that, but you're not. That's not before the court. You're not legally obligated to anything.
No. I think
right?
the premise is you can take them to court because they are legally obligated.
Because their DNA is in this person.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Like it's not like, I'm going to take that person to get child. So it's the reason you're going to court is to A, prove that they are the parent of that child,
and you could do by a test or something.
And B, you as the person that is taking care of that child is then going and taking that extra step to be like, this person is half the cause of this. And they are not doing anything to support it. I need the assistance.
Let's say both parents leave, and then the child goes into foster care. Who's legally obligated? Could the foster care go to court against the parents?
I don't think it's because it's state run. Like most foster care is like.
They would just.
I actually don't know this, but I do think it is possible that if it was left in the care of a parental unit, such as a parent or guardian, a grandparent, or a family member, I do think that they could go to court.
I think so too.
For support.
And you know what? We have so much knowledge on children.
I've just seen a lot of shows about and I just had these situations where
Teen Mom.
It's things that make you go like, how would that situation have been different, or how would that situation have gone? I just think about how, and I've said this to my mom, and she knows this, and I love her dearly, and we all know that she listens to it. She's the biggest fan of the pod. But I said this to her, and this is where I think one of the big things with the whole like straight and marriage and heteronormativity and everything comes into play, and children specifically, is one thing that I refuse to do at this point in my life, nor really any point in my life, is give up on myself anymore. I'm not giving myself up. And that's the issue I think that happens with children. And like my sister doesn't listen to this, but she is pregnant, like we said, and she is going to have a child. But with all due respect, her life is homemaking. Like she loves a home good, doing a thing at home, a renovation project, a thing in the home. It's always been her ish.
People love that.
It's always been her thing. She's not going out and doing drag. She's not going out and partying. She's not going out to
literally
large events.
Interests in different places. So if you are a home person,
having a child and raising it by herself and doing all of the normal things she would do at home and work and also take care of a child, it makes a lot of sense. I don't actually think she loses a lot of herself.
Yeah.
What I do think people lose is these people in those situations where my sister struggled a while to get pregnant and be able to prepare herself to have a child. Yeah. That was a lot of effort and a lot of hard work on her part because of all the issues she faced. So then we look at people who just innately get pregnant, or families that innately just get pregnant and have a child, and they're not prepared for it and they didn't really necessarily want it. Them going ahead and then being like, well, I guess we have to give up who we are for the next 18 to 20 years.
And then when they leave the nest, they go, what? What do I like?
And unfortunately, love you, mother. Love you to death.
Stop calling out specific people.
No, because she's listening. She's going to question.
I know,
question
but
about
you
it.
could just say general things.
This is what I feel happened to her, unfortunately. And now she makes
happens to my mom. It happens to everyone.
Incredible woodwork designs. Everyone, please look at, I believe it's Designs by D. On
excuse
Facebook.
Me, how am I not knowing this?
It's my mom's design company. She paints wood figures and like portraits and things all on wood products that you can hang out. The sign that's outside of our house, the welcome sign that's in rainbow. She made that. Yeah. My mom is incredibly talented and an incredible artist, and she always has been. But I really think that this type of artistry that she's done as of late has
always
only shown up in the face of abject nothingness from not having a child to take care of.
Well, yeah,
no,
and she had this creativity well before you, and she evaporated. Well, yeah, because
for so long.
I mean, you're fucking raising another human being. All your time is
season 2.
All your time is spent with these little things that you have to raise, and then even when they're adults, you still kind of have to be there.
We were more busy as adults, I think, than as children, as young adults.
And you're like doing things for them, or you're doing things with them. So, my mom did the same thing. She forgot how to be a person, and she kind of got wrapped up. And a lot of like people of our parents' generation, they got sucked into whatever like the man was doing too. So like a lot of women didn't have like a real like personality or opinions about things because they were taking care of the kids. And so now that like they're older or they're divorced or whatever, they have no kids yet, in the nest, they're like now developing themselves. I talked about it with my aunt who's single. Like it's like they're all starting now in like their 50s and 60s,
trying
like,
to figuring out
who they are and what they like.
Crazy.
And I go, it's like us, like I can only relate it to like almost like coming out. You finally like come out and you're like now working on yourself as a person, and you can figure out what you like and don't like. Like I was 24, so I thought that was really late. So like they're like kind of doing the same thing. They're like, okay, now I'm alone. I have to sit with myself. Who the fuck am I? I don't even know. And I feel like so many straights get into these situations where they just feel like they have to do things. And then all of a sudden you're older and you're like miserable. And you're like, I don't know what the fuck I'm even doing.
Yeah, I don't enjoy life. I don't know what I'm doing.
And it's just like, but what we're doing, which is living our authentic lives and like just being happy and being weird and being stupid and doing whatever, like that's like not normal. Like, which is weird. But I think it's becoming more normal because so many more like even like straight women are not having babies.
Well, because also I think the thing to me that I thought was funny is we have our financial planner who I spoke with and said, no tea, no shade, no like suicidal thoughts or anything. But I'm like, I really don't know if I'm going to end up living to like past 50. And
no one knows, really.
And nobody knows. But I mean, like, to the point where I'm like, first off, I don't know if this country's going to be around. I don't know if this planet is going to be around because we're actually on the verge of, like, the end of our time as human beings.
I'll be out before then, hopefully.
Oh, thank God. And we're all blessed for that. And
very blessed.
And I was like, no, I genuinely don't know. And he was like, well, what do you mean? And everyone gets worried when I say that. I was like, no, I think you misunderstand. I have family members who didn't start living until they were in their 50s. Or they didn't start like living, or they felt like they had their living in their early 20s and then they decided to like disappear from existence and like raise children and then reappear in their 50s. I'm like, baby, blaze of glory the whole time. We're going 20s, we're going 30s,
bus,
we're going
club, another club, next place, no sleep, no fear, nobody believed in me. Groove, slam, work it back.
I mean, to me, I'm like, these people, when I say like they disappear, and I mean this, like I do mean it respectfully, because I have talked to like some of my younger straight friends who do have, straight friends that I have that
no one's straight
that have children, and I say to them, what are you doing? Because I message them and they are working day and night, non-stop, like hour to hour, constantly to provide for their children. And I always wonder, I'm like,
what are you doing for you?
What are you doing for you?
Let me check in with
they're
you.
Like, I have to take care of I was like, no, you don't. I said, your kids, I was like, I'm sorry, but as somebody who dealt with issues in my childhood related to my family, you are not going to be a useful or important human being in these children's lives unless you are a human being, period.
Yeah.
Clips.
Fuck yeah.
I do it for the clip. I do it for the fucking clip.
Do it for the clip. Do it for
because
let me tell you clip.
Let me tell you something. As somebody who lived in a situation at the time where it was just not good, without expanding upon it and making my family feel uncomfortable.
Jesus.
Hi, Heatha. I love you. Without saying something that makes my family feel uncomfortable.
Don't have to say it.
I don't feel that there are I feel like there are certain parts of my life that were easily provided for. Like, did we ever want for food or for water or for, shelter? No, we didn't want for those things. What I did want was for love What I did want for was
or this
connection.
How about this? How about seeing what could be and seeing your parents like actually being happy in themselves and what they want to do. So what you said, literally, so many parents are out here just being shells of themselves. Which the child you just need to provide food, water, and shelter, and then on top of that, just let them live and fucking be you, and then they'll absorb. Every straight couple knows.
Also, where's the kids?
Joy? The kids, they always say, all the straight couples, yeah, they're just like a sponge at this age. They just absorb everything. They're also absorbing that you're not happy with your partner and that you're miserable.
Clocky boots.
Then, yeah, we're clocky boots you. And literally, literally, they're absorbing that you're miserable, and then they don't know how to fucking, then know what a healthy relationship looks like. And then they're fucked, and then they do it to their kids. Yes. So it's like, just live your fucking lives. Be happy. Show your kids. This is a clip. Show your kids what it looks like to have a joyful existence. How about that?
Honestly, tea. Because you know what? That I can't get behind. My issue is like, I can't imagine having a child. I feel like I would hate my life.
You don't see that life.
I don't see that life for me. I feel like I would hate my existence. I feel like I would hate being beholden to a small creature besides Hazel.
Yeah.
And she
doesn't even give a fuck.
Bitch, she don't give a fuck. She takes care of herself. I feed her once every 3 days, and she eats just enough every 3 days.
She's actually eating a lot more. She's a fat bitch.
She's a fucking fat bitch. Well, she's also eating blue cheese.
She's literally eating right now.
She's eating blue cheese off the plate over there.
Yeah, and we give her little treats. Sometimes.
Mostly our snacks, human
food. She's a fucking dog.
She is a dog. Hazel's a dog, everybody. She's transspecial. And so what I want to say in summary is that if you are a straight person, hold on, let me take
excuse me, guys. Excuse me.
Or my feet. They want the feet.
No one wants that. Toenail.
I'm going to tell you something. If you, a straight person at home, not you, have children or are in a relationship that's leaning or careening towards marriage, Karina Gunn mentioned. If you are in one of those situations and you're looking yourself in the mirror every day and you, for the most part, don't feel happy, you got to stop. You take a day off, go somewhere, look at yourself in the water of a lake or a small pond or a
little
river,
ripple,
and just think. Stop and think. Life barrels by like crazy. Work barrels by like crazy. Your situation with your partner, your spouse, your children. It all barrels by like crazy.
My head is pounding right now thinking of all that.
It barrels by like crazy. But at the end of the day, if you aren't happy, why the fuck are you alive? And I think this wraps all the way back around to a religion episode. This wraps all the way back around to a religion episode that I'm sure we'll have at some point where we just shit all over religion.
We're talking.
But this is why I can't fucking stand most monotheistic religions, is because they have this whole like God complex about themselves about, I just suffer for all 100 years that I'm on the earth, visceral plane, and then I get to like maybe have an eternity of happiness. I'm like, so have you considered A, that there's nothing after this life, and then B, you just suffered for your whole existence? Like that doesn't work.
It's disgusting.
And when you see, and then that's why I feel like they hate when they see people like us, queer people, happy in our lives. I'm like,
envy.
Guys, I'm happy even when I can't go on a date, even when I
when I get stood up by a catfish and then I literally douched for 2 hours. Yeah. That was a shitty experience. No pun intended. But here I am, generally happy with the way my life has been.
And having some great, cool things happen to you the next day, possibly.
Maybe.
And just like, not letting that, like, those are some crazy shit that happens in our lives.
Throw this microphone down so hard because I'm going to fucking mic drop right now.
That's some crazy shit that happens in our lives as queer people that our straight friends are always flabbergasted by, dumbfounded by. They could never even conceptualize the idea. But baby, here we go. Just do it.
Nike, sponsor us.
Just do it. I don't know.
Fucking honestly, wait. Just do what you want to fucking do. I will say it to queer people, the people that are like, oh wow, you're so like confident, you're happy. Look at you, all you're doing. Like, this is great. Do whatever you want. I literally had to sit down
within
and
the
go,
confines of legality and also,
of course, murder. Only murder on the dance floor.
It's a murder on a dance floor.
Sophie
Ellis Baxter.
Bastard.
It's BEX, not Baxter. Weird.
Naked. I literally had to find out, first of all, when I quit drinking, then I came out, then I quit drinking. That's our tally now?
That's your fucking tally now.
That's so funny. Oh my God. We just started a whole thing in this universe of this pod. Anyways, guys, you were here for the beginning of this. Anyways. But I had to fucking sit down and figure out what I want. And then I just I don't know what it was. I think it was like listening to podcasts and just being like really self-aware of like what was I doing, that I decided, I go, wait a second. I can actually decide exactly how I think, what I do, who I do it with, and I'm fucking fabulous. And so this is to all our straight people out there. Stay fabulous, or
be yourself.
Be fabulous. Get to that point. Think about who you are and what you want to do in this life. And does it really involve all these straight traditions that were thrust upon us?
Thrusted inside of us.
And so we'll leave you with that. We will be back on religion, all the things.
I gotta talk about religion. I still gotta rant about Damon.
No, we can't do it next. Let's do a light episode next episode. Questions?
No, we just yes.
Submit
questions.
We love your questions. So we're gonna do that next episode. Could have been.
And cheers to that.
Follow us on Instagram at Mr_Mocktail.
At Miss Willa the West.
At Sober16.
At CTT Pod.
Like, subscribe,
comment, and
DM
of course,
us, be our friend, and take me on a date.
When did that become our tagline? Be our friends.
Because that's what we want. Like, that's our whole purpose.
I don't know.
And it's simple. Be our friend. Be our friend. Be our guest.
Disney will come and get you. No, we can't do Disney. Anybody but Disney.
Eat my ass, Disney.
Oh my
Disney.
Ditzy.
No, but honestly, literally, I'm celibate now, and I'm done hooking up unless I have your social security number. Goodbye.
Bye. No, but I need to get into it.
Okay, fine.
No, I didn't say. I said fuck Damon in the college episode, but I didn't get into it. Listen.
Okay, wait.
No. I just want to say, at some point, I would like to get into at some point my actual issues with Damon, and I want to say what I want to say specifically because I want people out there, future PA students that are listening,
to know not to go there.
To know. I want them to have an actual, genuine, fucking informed decision about the shit that you don't actually fucking hear about because schools go, look at how great we are, blah, 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 whatever. You need the real fucking tea. You need the real tea.
We are real and raw on this pod.
Except for last night.